Devastation like this is an all too familiar scene here in western North Carolina. There are dozens of confirmed fatalities across the region. Search and rescue continues in many of the counties, including here in Yancey County, where cell service is spotty at best. But it's here amidst the ruin on what's left of this road where we are finding hope. Shuttling friends and family over crumbling pavement, Jake Funderburg is grateful, even when the world around him looks like this.
What you see here is kind of the best of it, of these washed out spots where there's multiple spots where our road is completely gone.
From the air, each frame is more jarring than the next.
It's been shocking. It's been humbling as a human, honestly.
On the ground, crews continue search and rescue on 197 South outside Burnsville. Individuals, families, and entire communities are separated, not just physically, but digitally.
Only communication is in town at the courthouse, and that's still spotty.
In town, a simple whiteboard with a dry erase marker.
It's been the only way we've known that some people that we were looking for are okay.
Offering an ounce of hope for some.
We had people by Cane River Park that we had no idea if they made it. And then through being able to write messages on paper, even before the boards came up, we were able to find out that they were okay.
For others, a chance to tell their story of survival.
And I think people are operating on the idea that give it a few days and everything will be normal. And the amount of destruction that I saw between here and there, I don't know if it's ever going to be normal.
Jason Stokes lives in the neighborhood of Pensacola.
Pensacola Road doesn't exist anymore. So effectively, we're cut off.
The Cattail Creek community is nearby. It took Michael Storr 8 hours and multiple UTV rides to get to Burnsville.
There are no more roads. Where the roads were are completely washed out, so it's going up through creeks and mountainsides.
A trip that normally takes 30 minutes.
This is going to be years. I mean, it is so catastrophic.
We've seen houses just float by, and it's just devastating to watch.
But in the darkness.
And it's so weird, the town looks, I mean, there's no electricity, we have no internet, but it looks normal here. And it's hard to think that a mile that way and a mile that way, it's all gone. But at least we have this, we can rebuild from here.
We spoke with the sheriff and a representative from State Emergency Command. They hope to provide an update on Tuesday. Reporting in Yancey County, Justin Berger, News 13. The mud comes up half a foot high in some places. People, businesses, vehicles, and homes washed away by surging river waters. In Yancey County, where cell service is improving but still limited, it's easy to feel isolated. But these are the kind of towns where neighbors are family, and family means more than anything.
It's amazing what's gone. What was there one day and is gone the next. It's amazing. It's devastating. It's overwhelming.
Jeff Hunter knows what's gone.
Yeah, all of this was one big green field.
Banks Creek, permanently altered.
It's beyond explain. You know, you can't explain the devastation. There's a lot of it probably that will never be restored. You know, just because it's completely gone.
That grim reality not stopping Hunter and his neighbors.
We tried to put the creek back to the original creek line because it had washed out so bad. The creek was now flowing right there where the well is, and right in front of her house.
They connected their community back to the main road.
Just trying to get up and help everybody, you know, that we can.
It's the county-wide mindset.
I've got deputies that have lost their entire homes, but yet they've not missed a day's work since the storm hit.
Sheriff Shane Hilliard setting a motion to the side.
It's been the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life, and saw the devastation is people just can't imagine how bad it is in some of these places.
The post office and everything right there in Michaelville, I mean, all of that's gone. It's just complete devastation all over Yancey.
This is Micahville.
It's a war zone.
It's devastating.
We're just devastated. So many people are missing. That, I mean, this can be replaced, but lives can't.
It's hard to believe.
They're across the road over behind the Silver Bullet.
Shuford Automotive's been on US 19 East for decades. They fix cars.
Just shocked. We couldn't believe that our vehicles went so far away. Couldn't find them. And then we was just worried we was going to find bodies and how we were going to help everybody.
14 cars swept away by Little Crabtree Creek.
But it was definitely worth the drive just to make sure that everybody was okay.
Lending a hand, the Shuford Way.
It took her 6 hours to get here from ETSU. Brought us stuff to drink and eat. And I mean, it's just amazing.
Christy's oldest daughter, Chrislyn.
So making that drive over was something that it wasn't really a choice for me. It was just something I knew I had to do.
That's Micahville. That's Banks Creek. That's Yancey County.
The folks here in Yancey County are so resilient.
And everybody comes together like one big family. It's the best way to describe Yancey County.
For those of you in Yancey County looking for assistance, water, food, and tarps are available as long as supplies last at every local fire department. Reporting in Yancey County, Justin Berger, News 13. To the rest of the state, country, and world, Mitchell County is a virtual black hole. There is little information going out and even less coming in. Communities are cut off from their towns. People are still missing. The inability to receive information and the lack of knowing, there's only one word to describe it.
It feels absolutely lonely, and you don't know what's going on in the rest of the world, and it's devastating.
Trapped.
We was just hoping that somebody would stop, that we could pay or whatever to have them help us get out of here.
Nobody did until Sunday night.
It took one whole day to cut just the 4 hickory trees out of the way.
Unfortunately, Mitchell County's problems are exponentially bigger than 4 downed hickory trees.
Basically, our county has been cut off since this storm system came through on Friday.
Multiple fatalities, landslides, erosions, mass power outages, water sewer systems completely wiped out, next to no cell service.
From an overall incident response standpoint, the scope of the damage here in Mitchell County is very reminiscent of Hurricane Katrina.
A years-long recovery.
It's all heart, it's all self-sufficiency, it's that mountaineer spirit we got running through here.
Linda Pittman's got that mountaineer spirit.
I live at Beaver Creek, which is about a half a mile that way. All right, it's what we're going to do.
A disaster relief expert.
Okay, we're going to put it right there.
With decades of experience.
I've been all the way to Puerto Rico, to Alaska, to Florida, to Georgia. We go all, wherever there's a need, we go. When the fuel truck gets here, we're going to send 10 at a time across the road.
This time,
you'll peel off your sticker.
Home
You'll give
called.
it to them. They'll peel off that sticker.
Working in the parking lot outside the church where her brother pastors.
How are you doing? The water came within that close to my store. They know that we go. They never knew what we done. And now they're seeing firsthand what we do, and they are in awe.
Across town, the cleanup continues.
We own Hef's, me and my brother.
Jason Hefner had water 6 to 8 feet high in his Locust Street restaurant.
Angie said put about her car.
It's almost a total loss. He thought he was going to have to clear it out himself, not in Mitchell County.
They didn't ask any questions. They just walked right into the restaurant, started picking trash up, scooping mud, and working. We don't even know their names. They just come in and just go right to work with us.
We have to pick up the pieces and we have to move on. And that's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Reporting in Mitchell County, Justin Berger, News 13. Catastrophic devastation can't be fixed by a single person or group. It takes everyone. And here in Bakersville, that community spirit is shining. One business, shattered by floodwaters, is literally building a new road forward.
When I first got back here on Friday, I had to swim to get the trucks out.
Aaron Young's family business took on a tremendous amount of water.
This was the propane showroom.
Normally this place is full.
Now,
it's in that pile right there.
No time to dwell on that.
We can take this truck.
He's got work to do.
I had to swim to get it.
Because the damage...
That was the one truck I was not able to get out. But right over here's that tanker truck. It floated up and floated right through the building there.
Stretches all the way up Crimson Laurel Way.
If you want to know what we've been dealing with and the mess that we're dealing with, just take a shot of that.
Young is in the business of propane and fuel oil sales. Right now, they're delivering hundreds of gallons of gasoline.
We're all in this together. We're all one family.
To keep generators on for emergency crews.
Dad had some great friends from Napanee, Indiana that came down and have been helping us muck out all of the parts store.
Cameron Sevi doesn't know Aaron Young from Adam.
I just got a phone call and they said we're going, and I'm like, I'll go.
But he's helping to rebuild his town.
It's just like, hey, it's good people, we're good people, let's get together and get some stuff done.
And what's a town without a road?
My employees that can work equipment are rebuilding roads.
I'm gonna tell you something, I love them folks too, and I love working for them.
Meet Ronnie Bozeman.
Road was just deep in mud. So I just started pushing, and we realized we had a good little bit of river rock here and a good little bit of base like you're standing on right there with the rock. And that's what roads are built on.
A section of Crimson Laurel Way washed away. Bozeman and company are putting it back together.
But you kind of got to flatten it out and get on grade. This is your grade. And then what you do, you just sort of kind of dump here, dump there, and just start giving it a slight rise.
That's how Bakersville rebuilds.
That's what made this nation great. It's people helping people and everybody pulling together. When your crop's wiped out or your barn burned down, everybody jumped in and helped, bro.
In Bakersville, Justin Berger, News 13.